Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. We just did a revisit of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and I had mentioned in that video that Sierra Nevada Pale Ale to me felt kind of like a baby celebration. And my man Sean had commented on that video saying, from the horse's mouth, Celebration is basically double Pale Ale. So I wanted to drink them side by side. He'd also mentioned that Bigfoot barley wine is basically double Celebration, according to Sierra Nevada. I don't know if that's true, but I trust what he's saying because he knows ball. So yeah, wanted to drink these side by side. Thought it would be fun. I tried to find Bigfoot to do all three of them together. I can't find Bigfoot right now, and I don't know why. And I also could not find cans of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, only bottles. So I thought it'd be better to do can versus can because Sierra Nevada Celebration, I think, only comes in bottles from Costco these days, but who knows? So you guys know both of these beers. I'm stoked to drink them side by side. I've never done this before. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is 5.6%. Celebration is 6.8. Both C-hopped beers. Cascade, I think. So let's see here. This was bottled. Oh my gosh, we're getting old. September 5th, it looks like. And this was canned. Nice, October 7th. So these are about the same age. That's actually pretty rad. So we'll put Sierra Nevada in the blue glass. The red glass will match the can, right? So yeah, this isn't like we're not doing a battle beers. I just, when I had said it reminded me of Baby Celebration, and Sean had said that's basically what it is, I was like, fuck it, I want to find these beers and drink them together. So how are we going to do this? We'll do this. And we'll do this. So we'll start with Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Love this beer. Gosh, this beer just smells fucking awesome. God, every time it smells the same. It is piney, it's bready, it is hoppy, it's earthy, sprucey. Gosh, it smells great. This one's, it's funny, like it's a red can, it's a redder hue. Also love this beer. These are two of my favorite beers in the entire world. It's just, I mean, this smells a little more intense. Obviously, it's an IPA versus a pale ale. This doesn't smell as earthy. This smells more like brown bread and pine. This might... the bottle of pale ale might actually smell a little more explosive, which is weird because it's a month older. Yeah, this one's more like brown bread, more sprucey, piney. This is a little more floral. All right, let's drink the old SNPA. Fucking delicious. I love that beer. Nice little pop of dankness too, middle of your tongue. A little bit of bitterness. It is piney, floral, bready, sweet. So balanced, so drinkable. I mean, balanced. It's hop forward, but to me, like the sweetness with the malts and the hops, it's just, it fucking works so well. Dry on your palate, like just a crusher. Gosh, it's so good. The old Celebration. Cheers. Yeah, so drinking these side by side, this is much more intense. This smells a little more intense, which is weird, but the hop flavor, the hop bite, the bitterness, cranked up. That brown bread is fucking awesome in this beer. But this is way more, like that floral note lingers. There's so much more bitterness to this beer. It doesn't say the IBUs on these, huh? This is a much more bitter beer. But yeah, I mean, drinking these side by side, you could see that this is like a baby version of this. This just has so much more hop character. And that brown bread is just so perfect with all that bitterness. The sweetness just works so well. This beer too, dry. Crazy drinkable for almost 7%. but the bitterness is lingering. This is intensely bitter when drank side by side with regular Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Yeah, this is just so much lighter. Lighter on the bitterness, lighter on the hop bite. This is a much longer finish. But both of these beers are so great. This is just, when you drink them side by side, you can tell. This is a near 7% IPA. This is a 5.6% Pale Ale. There's so much more hop flavor. So if you're like, if you're Mr. Hophead, you would want to drink Celebration, but you can't go wrong with either of these beers. This is something, when drinking them side by side, you would think this would give you palate fatigue, when this wouldn't. So, gosh, both these beers are great. And yes, them saying this is basically a double version of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, I could see that. Much more hop flavor. It's much more impactful as far as the hops go. So, I love that I did that. Fuck it, let's do it, right? Always cuvee playas. This will probably just like cut it down a little bit, right? Yeah, it just kind of smells like it. You just kind of, you did cut it down. It's more muted on the nose. That's actually really fucking good, because the intense hop bite that you get with Celebration on its own is dialed down a little bit. You're getting the crazy hop flavor without the as intense of a hop bite. Like the bitterness on your tongue is not as much. That's where it's at. The Pale Ale and Celebration Cuvée, fuck, that's fantastic. So yeah, it was fun to do this finally. It was fun to be told, after saying I thought that's, these beers were similar, and someone saying, hey, it's basically the same beer but just amped up. It was fun to drink them side by side, and it's Celebration season, so I would suggest all of you do this and do the Cuvée. The Cuvée's fun. It's so hop forward with the flavor without that crazy intense Celebration bite. So can't go wrong with either one of these beers. I love that Celebration is around right now. I'm going to buy a bunch and have it in the fridge. And Sierra Nevada Pale Ale will always be in the fridge too. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.